It's recalled that the city administration of Addis Ababa has proposed a revenue of 230 billion Ethiopian birr during the onset of the Ethiopian fiscal year of 2017. Accordingly, the city administration is exerting efforts to succeed its goals through various mechanisms. Mayor Adanech Abiebie of Addis Ababa City, presiding over one of these methods, conducting a thorough discussion with the concerned bodies, pleaded the actors to pay due attention to the task of revenue collection for the fair distribution of wealth among citizens. Her urge was forwarded during the movement of the city administration that includes the taxpayers, government bodies in charge of revenue gathering, and other stakeholders just to raise awareness and become the major motive force of the fiscal year's plan focused on the timely and appropriate ways of tax collection. The mayor also elaborated the fact that revenue gathering is a basic voluntary duty of citizens that aims enhancing the living standards of citizens themselves.
Tax collection is one of the big tools that we ascertain just share of wealth. More tax is collected from those who earn more, and then it is spilled over to the low incomes by means of development, subsidy, and public service. A voluntary taxpayer holds full stance to claim his rights. He wins any later arguments and claims that follow-up activities. If we could manage to appropriate at least 50% of our revenue scheme this way, we will beat the rest.
Mayor Adanech Abiebie said, it gets very difficult to seek respect and also impossible to assure stability and peace without the appropriate revenue collection. She added, development inquiries can be best responded with the revenue gained through tax collection. She also urged participants of the meeting to fight corruption and any misdeed in the tax area.
We request for appropriate tax payment to get rid of donation, seeking foreign support, and to realize the economic sovereignty of the nation. Sovereignty isn't always about the territorial jurisdiction. No peace and tranquility without revenue. Ethiopia is our only nation. We can't claim for any else. Whatever embezzlement and fraud in the tax hemisphere is a theft from one's own mother. There will be no plenty and development after looting from one's own mother's waistband.
Participants of the tax payment movement on their part appreciated the city administration's activities in minimizing the scope of impoverishment of citizens and the city upgrading tasks carried out so far. They also promised to contribute their parts in meeting the intended revenue goals of the city administration. In addition, they requested for the solution of some bottlenecks in the government offices here and there.
I couldn't attend education because nobody was there to take care of my subsistence and school facilities. The same holds true to my brother as well. Nowadays, children get fed eggs starting from September, as I heard from them. Your Excellency, the Mayor, I realized this fact is only these recent days. Children attend their formal education in a comfortable environment due to the already paid sacrifices, I believe.
We all know for real that everything the city administration has done so far is the pride of the current generation and solutions for the next one. Yet I would like the city administration to tackle the audit embezzlements that are openly forwarded to us. This much is your tax. How much for us and how much for the government's revenue is the unwavering request.
City administration responded to the questions forwarded to it from the participants in such a way to make common understanding among the stakeholders. To what was said, the national reform years witnessed poverty reduction tasks and enhancement of the lifestyles of city dwellers.
It is important to solve problems forwarded from the public in coordination with legal bodies. We're working to a certain accountability at every step, but it should be known that thieves loot when someone is inappropriately engaged with them. Hence, the business community shall never cooperate with some thieves, and is expected not to evade the revenue amount from the government bodies. The unhealthy tie between revenue collecting looters and business community members intensifies the problem.
Adanech Abiebie in her remarks clarified to the participants of the movement that the city administration is ready to ascertain rule of law and accountability at each and every government engagement, despite the complex nature of revenue collection.